Hello friends, today we are going to learn a program for a queue. In this program, first I would like to define the definition of queue. Queue is the linear data structure in which insertion and deletion occurs at different ends. Deletion is occurred at the end, that end is called as the front, and the end from which the insertion occurs, that end is called as the R, means rear. That's why in this program we need two pointer F and R. Here you can see that I take one class named Q. In this class you can observe the data member and the member function here. The data members are integer a of 4, r and f. A of 4 is the array in which we are going to store the elements, and r and f are the pointers as discussed earlier. Here you can see that a constructor named Q. The constructor has the same name as the name of the class. That's why the name of the constructor is the Q. Constructor is one type of member function and it is used to initialize the variable in the class. So here we initialize the f and r pointer is equal to 0 in the constructor. One thing should be remembered regarding the constructor, and that is the constructor has no return type, as well as constructor is always declared in the public section, because constructor is called when the object is created, and object is created in the main method, that is outside of the class. That's why we need to declare a constructor in the public section always. As well as the member function of the class should be declared into the public section, because these functions we are used outside of the class, so it should be declared into the public section. We take here a three member function: push, pop and show. The push function the push function is used for insertion, means insert the element into the array, and the pop function is used for the deletion, that is delete the element from the array. As well as show function is used for display the element into the array. Or we can say that the queue. Here once the class is defined, the next task that is performed is to define a member function outside of the class. My previous two lectures I already discussed about how to declare a member function outside of the class and the syntax for the same. The syntax is the return type, the name of the class, the scope resolution operator and the name of the function. Here while defining the push function, first check the overflow condition. The condition is we can say that the queue is overflow when there exceeds the limit, when the size of the queue is 3 and user want to insert the element at the 4th position, means the queue is full and user want to insert the elements, then that situation is called as the overflow. That's why here we consider the size of the queue is 3. That's why if the r pointer is greater than or equal to 3, then we can say that the situation is overflow. Here if the That's why first of all, while inserting the element into the queue, first need to check the overflow condition. If the queue is overflow, then only the message will be displayed onto the output screen and the program will be the exit. Otherwise, it will insert the element into the queue. That's why the code for inserting the element is declared into the else part. Here, one message is displayed onto the computer screen for the user convenience, and in that message we print that enter the atom which we want to insert into the queue. Here after giving the input of the atom, we need to increase the R pointer by 1 position, and A of R is equal to atom. That atom is assigned to the A of R, means the first position of the array. That means we already saw that here we define the F and R at 0 at the starting position, and while inserting the first element here R plus plus becomes R is equal to 1 and A of 1 is equal to atom. Atom is the variable which the user wants to insert. Then the element, the user in the inserted element is stored into the A of R position. After that, if F is equal to 0, then set F is equal to 1. This that need is that here F is equal to 0 means if the situation in which when we insert the first element in the constructor, we declared F and R is equal to 0. While inserting the first element, we increment the R, but R becomes 0, and at the time of deletion, when we delete the A of F position, the position is not there. That's why if F is equal to 0, we need to set F is equal to 1. This condition executes only when we insert the first element. Otherwise, there is no need to declare this condition. Okay, that means that in the push operation, means while inserting the element into the queue, remember only 3 things. First, need to check the overflow condition. Here you can see that how to check the overflow condition. If R is greater than or equal to n, means the number of sides, then see out overflow. Then second is, if there is no overflow, then what will happen? We will insert the element into the queue. And how will you insert it into the queue? You will be inserted by taking the element from the user, by increment the pointer, and by assigning that atom to that pointer. After the third condition you need to check, that is F is equal to 0. If F is equal to 0, then set F is equal to 1. That by defining that 3 situation, we can defining successfully a push operation. Now moving forward to the pop operation. In the pop operation, first we need to check the underflow condition. Now what is meant by underflow? There is no element into the queue and user wants to delete the element. That situation is called as the underflow. And how it will be checked? It will be checked by the F pointer. That is, if F is equal to 0, means no element in the queue, because at the starting position we set F and R is equal to 0 in the constructor. That's why there is no element into the queue. And if F is equal to 0, it display the message of underflow. If there is no underflow, then it will execute the else part. And what will happen into the else part? In the else part, we delete the element at the A of F position. That means that the element of the front position must be deleted. After that, one more thing you need to do, and that is to check the F. If F is equal to R, that condition must be executed, because it is necessary to check whether it is the last element in the queue or not. Because suppose there is a situation that in the queue there are 3 elements 11, 12 and 30. Now at this situation R pointer is at of 13 position, means the third position, and F pointer is of the first position. If we delete the element, then 11 is deleted first, then F moving forward it will go up to the second position, that is onto the 12 position. And if we delete the 12 element, then it is also moving forward and it indicates the third position, that is the 13 position. Now this is the situation, that's why we declare this condition here. Now F and R both are indicated the 13 position, means F is equal to R now, and in that case if we remove the 13 element, that means there is no element into the queue, and if there is no element into the queue, we must reset the pointer, that is F is equal to R is equal to 0. That's why here is the condition where we check the element is the last element into the queue or not. If that is the last element, we need to reset both the pointer, otherwise we only need to increment the first front pointer, that is F++. That's all. Means in the pop function, means the in the deletion function, you need to check again only 2 condition, and that is first if it is underflow or not. If it is underflow, display the message only. If it's not the underflow, then again check the 2 condition. If F is equal to R, then set F and R is equal to 0, and otherwise increment the F pointer. Now let's see how to display the element into the queue. It is very easy, that it needs to display the first there is a need to check first the queue is empty or not. If queue is empty, how it is decided the queue is empty? If F is equal to 0, that means there is no element into the queue, and display the message queue is empty. If queue is not empty, means there is an element into the queue, then we need to write a loop to display the element, and the loop must be from F to the R, means front position to the R position, and in this way we can display the element into the queue. In this way we declare all the 3 member function of the class. Now this is the time to define the main function. The first task while defining the main function is to create the object of the class. Here Q is the name of the class and S is the object of that class. Now here we take a menu for the user convenience. This menu is displayed onto the output screen, and user wants to enter user wants to do any operation, then he or she can do it in this with the help of this menu. Now user enters his or her choice, and after entering the choice will be the executed according to the cases, according to the choice. If user entered the first choice, then the first member function, that is first case, will be the executed, and first case is to execute the function of the push. And if user entered the second choice, then s.pop function is executed. If user entered the third choice, then user wants to display the element, and s.show function will be the executed. If user wants to exit from the program, then he need to write the exit function here for exit from the program. And if user entered another choice from 1, 2, 3, 4, then the default case will be the executed, and in that default case the message will be displayed like wrong choice. In this way we write the main function here. Remember here one thing, I write here the exit 0, and exit 0 is the function from process.h. That's why we need to include here one header file, that is hash include process.h. Let's run the program. First save it and try to run it. Yes. Now if I entered the choice number 1, that means here I want to insert the element into the queue. Enter atom. I entered 11 here. Again the choice is menu is displayed. Ask for the choice. Again I entered the 1 and entered the element 12. Now I want to display the queue, so that I entered 3 here. You can see that here 11 and 12 will be the display onto the monitor. Now I want to again insert the element and entered 13. If I again press 1, then what message should be displayed? The message of overflow should be displayed, because here 11, 12 and 13 are already inserted and the size of queue is 3, and I want to insert the 4th element. That's why overflow message should be displayed. Yes, overflow is displayed. Now I press 2 here for the deletion. Which element is deleted? The element at the front position is deleted, and the 11 is at the front position. That's why the 11 is deleted. Again I press 2 here, and now 12 is deleted. Again I press 3, then it shows only 13 there, because 11 and 12 is already deleted and 13 is only there. That's why it deleted the 13 element now after pressing the choice number 2. Yes. Now if again I press 2, the message of underflow is given here. And now if I press 3, as there is no element into the queue, the message of queue is empty is displayed. Now for the exit from the program, I need to press 4 here. As I press 4, I return back to the program. Hope that this is the program of the queue, and hoping that you all are understanding all the concept of queues. And if you have any query, you can ask me anytime. Good day. Bye bye.